No, but
Sorry.
he's going to get the joke about the communication.
Kyle's magic of TV there was really a fine touch.
I saw the
Mr. Producer.
Okay, behold yourselves for this crazy intro that's not that crazy, but for some of us it might be.
Welcome to another podcast. There's three white guys on it. They'll probably mention hitting the fridge and doing a poo before getting out of bed.
I regret showing you that there's an alternate thing for Suno.
Yeah, well,
I mean, how many attempts was that? Was that attempt number 1 and you just went, yeah, it's good enough?
1 or 2, yeah.
Episode sponsored by 100 Plus.
Well, 2/3 of the show is sponsored by 100 Plus.
I'm actually a little bit disappointed because I've got this drink that I already drank, and you'd love it, Kyle. It's called something, but it's yuzu flavor, which is some Japanese lemon or something. And I was going to use it to make a joke, use a bitch to Jackson in the previous episode. But I was also going to use it to try and trick you. I was going to open it up and have you bring up, like, go, oh, he's drinking another 100 Plus, and I was going to lift up something different and be like, huh, I knew you'd do that. But unfortunately, I drank it earlier today.
Oh.
Speaking of
I've
drinks,
noticed at work, we've got a bunch of yuzu lime flavored drinks in at work.
Yeah.
Speaking of drinks, this is more on the alcohol thing. I learnt this out recently when I was working at a. Oh yeah.
But it says yuzu instead of salty lychee.
I learned something about a certain alcoholic drink we've spoken of in the past. Midori. This is, I don't know how I didn't know this earlier, but Midori is owned by Suntory, and Midori in Japanese means green. So
coincidence?
I think not. Yeah, but I don't know if you knew that, Carl. But yeah, all this time Midori, and it's just like, why are they called Midori? Oh, it's Japanese for green, and it's made by Suntory. Yes, thank you for not realizing that. Anyway. So as the intro was, that's a long clap. Completely unnecessary. Welcome back to a normal episode of the Average Blokes Podcast. What the heck was that sound? Doesn't matter. I guess not. Sorry.
That was nothing. Don't worry.
Okay.
Keep going.
I'm going to do what Troy usually does. It's Cool Communications, Supermarket Employee, and Donkey Kong Jr. here for another episode. I've had this weird, terrible trend of just saying Donkey Kong Jr. I don't know why. If anyone knows who Donkey Kong Jr. actually is, or what game it's
Donkey
from...
Kong Jr. is the main character of Donkey Kong.
Not really.
I'm pretty sure he's Junior because there's Donkey Kong Senior.
Well, the reason why it's Donkey Kong Jr. is because it's from Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart, the very first Mario Kart. So if you search up Donkey Kong Jr., you'll probably come up with the weird-looking dude from Super Mario Kart. Anyway,
that's what I'm doing. I'm searching it right now. It's coming up with. Oh yeah, it's actually coming up with a Donkey Kong Jr. So there is a Junior.
Yeah,
that's interesting because you got Donkey Kong Senior, don't you?
That's Cranky Kong.
Oh, that's Cranky Kong. That's right.
Yes. There's a whole Kong family. It's ridiculous, but anyway, we're not here to talk about Donkey Kong.
I'm looking
out here cranking our Kongs.
For those who have one, you can crank your Kong. I want to start quickly.
Just clip that.
Yeah, take note. I'm going to start off with highlights. I've got one small one. I used my brand new pressure washer the other day, and dang, pressure washing is so satisfying. A while ago, I remember mentioning to Troy that we should probably play Power Wash Simulator, and Troy's like, "No, I've got the real thing. I could just do it outside if I wanted to."
Mm-hmm. So you tested out your pressure washer, did you?
Yes, I used it to clean out the bins that were very bad. Oh, here we go. Speech.
I smudged up the lens when I touched it. There we go.
What a different point of view we've got here. Any highlights from new supermarket employee?
I got to not go to work today. That is great.
Massive.
Yeah, it's nice to have a day off and knowing that they can't ask me to come in.
That is a good thing that there's a rule in place that can't.
But yet they still tried.
They actually did. They rang me up as I was driving on the highway, and they're like, "Can you come in tonight and have tomorrow off instead?" I was like, "No."
So I'm confused. So they're allowed to ask you, but they can't tell you. Is that it, or what's the deal?
Yeah, Basically, like you're not allowed to work 7 days in a row. Like you legally have to have a break.
You legally have to have a break. So even if you want
Yeah,
to
it's like
work
the shop
7
rules.
days,
Yeah. It's
Mm.
just how retail laws are, I guess.
that's a
Mm.
little
To
bit
ensure.
annoying. Because what if you need more money?
Money.
Well,
Because
Yeah.
you know what Jackson likes. This is the part where you go, money.
Oh, sorry. Well, I did it beforehand. I apologize.
now we
I
need the
know,
cricket
I
sound
know,
effect.
I'm sure I've got that here somewhere. Hold on.
Oh, yes. Keep looking forward. Yeah, fair enough.
No.
So your highlight is that thank goodness for working standards and laws.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What's the opposite of a highlight?
Low light.
That it's December and it's like Guantanamo Bay for retail workers because all I hear every day at work is Christmas music.
Oh, actually, yeah, I
Every night.
can.
The same
Yeah.
on repeat. All I want for Christmas.
Yeah, who's that
is
artist?
you.
Mariah
Mariah
Carey. Everyone gets sick and tired of Mariah Carey this time of year.
She comes out of
Yeah.
hibernation for her paycheck.
That's right. That's right. That's like the oldest running gag I think about her now. But yeah. Troy, any highlights or lowlights from you?
I guess I finished my Christmas shopping. I think
Mm.
pretty much done with that. Got everything. Got everyone gifts. My mum's come over, so that's nice. She helped look after Axel today.
Nice. Good cheat code
And-
to have another parent around.
And I had to go back to a job the other day that was done 4 months ago to fix some screen that the installers have called up about. And so I had to go into an established home. It was very crowded with the Indian woman, her 4 month-old baby, both her parents being there, and their like 6-year-old or something.
I was gonna say how many families are in that house.
Well, there was also Dad, who who I'd spoken to on the phone, or no, I hadn't. I texted on the phone thinking he was home. But yeah, it looks like they've got the secret. It's free babysitting.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
And they had another kid at school, but the woman was very distraught that the installers had come and pulled up a couple of floorboards at the front door the day before, and it still hadn't been fixed the next day. And I said, and she goes, "Oh, we want this done as are they going to come back as soon as possible?" And I'm like, no, they're not. Like, they might come back today if they're in the area. If not, they'll probably come tomorrow. But talk to the people on the phone. Like, don't. And then the husband calls me up and goes, "Oh, I can't get onto your office person." I'm like, "Okay, I'll give them a call." And so I call up my manager and go, "Oh, tell this person to call this guy." And I just hear her from like talking on the phone, lean back and go, "Hey, Susie, call Dindo," or whatever his name was.
Good example for a name. Fair enough.
No, well,
4
actually,
months?
you say that was a good example for a name, but his name wasn't much different from that.
Yeah, okay.
But it wasn't like he had an interesting name.
I was gonna say 4 months seems like a fair gap between going back to fix up a job. Does that happen often?
So what happened with this job was basically at the very front door where nobody tends to walk. These people somehow walked there and heard a crunching sound.
Oh.
And that's because when I did the leveling, right, they have termite protection.
Oh.
So some of the screed that I'd leveled the floor with got on top of the termite protection, and the installers installed the floor on top of it. So that little bit of screed had come loose because it wasn't actually bonded to anything. So it's like having a plastic bag underneath your floor. And when you walk on it, you hear a crackling sound.
Mhm.
The problem was when the installers came back to pull up the floor, they had glued their trim to the actual screed. So when they pulled up the trim, they took part of the screed with them. So I had to come back and fix that.
Fun. Jeez. All right.
And it could have been solved if when they'd originally installed the floor, they just kind of peeled this termite protection back and cleaned the dry screed off it. But they just went whack and installed it straight on top.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Oh well, that's a bit wacky. You feel like there should be some.
For you.
I was gonna say there should be a bit more cooperation between like builder and like termite treater. When you think like,
Yeah.
oh
well,
hey, if you're gonna do stuff on this, just beware of that.
It is a bit annoying because there's a lot of stuff where it's like, this isn't my job sort of situation.
Yeah, exactly.
You just got to do your job and finish up. But
Yeah.
I can give you another example of something that happened like a year ago. They told me there was like a 10 millimeter dip in the floor or hump or
Ooh.
something. I'm like, that's not possible. Like right in this one spot in a study.
Mhm.
So I went back there and actually had a look at it myself, and I actually pulled up a bit of the floor because I was like, the installers have already they hadn't finished the install. So I pulled up the bit of floor, and what I found was the little gap, the little gap thing they use to keep the floor separate, like to keep it 10 mil apart, had slipped underneath the floorboards during the install.
Oh,
So there was this
Okay.
little chock or this little door stop underneath the floor, causing this big hump or causing this dip.
Do you guys
That was
need
like
a
a-
do
was
you
a
guys
5
need a
minute fix.
qualified asbestos installer?
is that what you are? Wait, asbestos
I
installer.
think it,
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
maybe 40 years ago we did.
I'll just come
Especially
around
Western
and fill
Australia.
everyone's homes with asbestos soon.
Who
No,
needs it?
no,
Who needs it?
no. Yeah, 40. It's good for you, I
Space
hear.
shuttles, Jackson.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I apologize. Of course, I didn't think of the space shuttles.
Microwaves,
Why would someone think of the space shuttles and their need for asbestos?
floorboards.
Yeah.
Everything's made of asbestos in the older houses.
I'm going to go into some what I'm going to call wackos or wacky sightings. I was working at a salvo shop or Super Savers where someone had donated a real movie called Jericho, The Promise Fulfilled, and has a 7.9 rating on IMDb. Now, when I
Somehow
first saw the
better
DVD,
than Superman.
yeah, correct.
Better than what,
however-
Superman?
There's a lot of movies. I don't know if it was better than that One Guy One Jar movie, but
You mean the latest Superman that came
Yes.
out like a few months ago?
that's
still
what
haven't
Carl had
seen
an
that.
episode about. He talked about
Yeah,
how
me either.
I remember you saying it was like people said it was really bad or something.
Hmm.
And then I brought
The,
up someone who said they liked it, but anyway. I
Yeah,
still
so-
need to see that and Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, yeah. So
No,
I
'cause the second one's coming out soon, isn't it?
It came out recently, like a couple of days ago. Yeah, and it actually looks good. Well, the trailer for the first one looked good, but we'll see.
So, like I was saying, it's got a 7.9 rating on IMDb, but I'm like, that's actually a pretty good rating. But then I tried to find on Rotten Tomatoes, it didn't exist. So it's one of them weird independent movies. And I'll tell you why it's an independent movie. Because if you actually look at the cover, no joke, it's an unofficial Lego movie. And it's stop animation. So, like, they just do shitloads of photos and put it together to make a video, like a movie type thing. But yeah. It's so it's obviously based on the biblical story of Jericho and the collapse of
The
was it
walls.
Jerusalem back in the day. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was. I can't remember. But yeah, it's just all in Lego, and there's no official Lego branding or anything. The Wikipedia for it it's a brick movie. It doesn't say anything about like if it's being officially Lego. It just says brick to avoid, I guess, copyright or anything like that. So quite clever. And the same place where I discovered this movie was I overheard some of the staff people talking about Markiplier, and they asked if they saw their trailer for Iron Lung, and they asked me what they thought about it, and I said, well, there's a reason why YouTubers should stick to YouTubing, because I don't think it'll be great. Despite Troy, I don't know if you saw, all the theaters he's
I know.
putting
I saw the cry fest. It kind of annoyed me a little bit.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
again, I don't know if that's just me being, like a
facetious.
piece of shit, but being an asshole. There's just something about like a guy who's a millionaire crying about them making a movie.
Being more
and-
money. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Millionaire cries
At
about
this-
making more money.
Again, it's very down to earth in the sense that like it sounds like he's a normal guy, like which he is, but like I don't know. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but did he say he only expected like 60 theaters or something?
Yeah, they weren't expecting that many.
Yeah, a guy with 30 million subscribers and what no one who's subscribed to him runs a theater or works at a theater and would recommend it to their boss. Like, come on.
Yeah, and one point he did make was that he couldn't get it. He hasn't gotten to international yet, so I don't know if it's going to ever leave the borders of the US. Because,
It probably will, but what's going to happen, right, is that
It'll go on
'cause-
YouTube. It'll just go on YouTube.
It will probably at some point, but what will happen is so if it does well domestically, then a bunch of people will jump on top of it in international things. But there's probably fees and stuff that you have to pay or some sort of. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
It'll be funny to see if people what do they call, like, not bootleg it, but like record watching it in the theater and then post
Film
it on
with the
YouTube.
Or
I reckon there'll
when
be
you
a
go
few
to-
people doing that.
When you go to download a new movie and it's like cam rip HD.
It's like this.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah.
You see someone with
blurry
water
out
past some
focus.
popcorn.
And the audible crowd as well. That's the obvious giveaway about that too. Yeah. Another thing I brought up. This is a while ago. So the cricket is on now. So like the Ashes, the Aussies versus English. I've been listening to Triple M's commentary because they've got a far more entertaining way of commentating it and whatnot. This whole Kyle and Jacko going rogue, I beg to differ because Triple M had an ad, and I quote.
I thought they weren't.
Well, Triple M had this ad. Technically, they had an ad for blinds on there. So I guess this isn't so much the radio station going rogue; it's the ad that they played. It says, "Tell the sun to get fucked."
As in SUN.
Yes.
Okay, it would have been funnier if they put SON.
Well, they put a sensor in it, but tell the
So they put
tell
so
the sun to
they
get
tell the sun to get amazing
So
quality.
they sung the word F, the fuck word, but they censored it.
Oh, they sung it.
No,
Oh, the
that's, yeah, it was in a song, yeah. And when it came to the F word, they censored it. But I'm like, what the frick? You don't hear that on commercial radio, let alone ads. But yeah,
Like what? They blurred out a swear word? That is weird for commercial radio. They don't
mean,
usually blur out swear words. They just
if
have
you
them
have to
say
use
it.
a swear word for one ad, why is it for blinds? That's
No.
what I want to know.
That is very confusing. Yes.
If you had-
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but like,
I didn't think it was blinds.
if you had to think of an ad, like if you had to think of an advertisement for a product or a service that you would feel is appropriate to use the F word, what would it be? What was like the most hated? What's
So-
everyone's-
Everyone uses the F word for those sort of ads now, but
Yeah.
or
It's
some
cool.
sort of other thing. But sorry, I had a bit of a mental slip up there when you said blinds earlier. I was thinking of blind people. And I was like, what are they?
Fuck these disabled blind people.
And I was just thinking to myself, why is there an ad about like what has this got to do with blind people? And then when you said blinds
Blinds.
again and the sun to get, I'm like, okay, now I get it. Okay, I'm catching up.
Tell the blind people to get.
No, it's blind people telling their son to get effed or
Oh,
something.
sorry. Yes. Okay.
Tell blind people- That's on a radio show.
Yeah. So I
Listen
yeah,
to our
anyway.
show because you'll be able to hear it.
Very likely. Oh yeah, I hate to bring it up to you, Carl, but French people do listen to our podcast, so. And the problem is, I'm so caught up in this bit that you've got for hating the French that I accidentally brought it up in a recent stream. I was playing Splatoon. There was someone who had. I'm like, oh no, I've been with Carl too long. But I was wondering, I was playing Splatoon, and someone had a katakana name. It was Francu. And then I'm like, oh, there's the whole of France. And then I talked about something else. And I'm like, all right, let's go kill the French. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to say that.
Jackson
Freudian
Courtney
slip.
says, "Oh, what were you saying, Carl?"
He had a Freudian slip. He really did mean kill the French.
Yeah, I actually meant that. Yeah, screw the French.
Jackson
Damn it.
Courtney tells me you posted a couple of clips on Facebook.
Correct us.
I
Well,
watched one of them and it didn't make any sense.
yeah, you talking about the toddler one.
The toddler one, yeah, I guess I don't know.
The thing
It
is,
was
though,
just-
Troy, because I reposted them, they cut out early.
is that it?
Mm,
Yeah, because it sounded like this one started early.
yes.
So did it start early? Was that it? Like
yeah,
you
well,
missed
there was a bit of
missed the start.
random stuff at the start, and then there was the clip.
Oh, okay, yeah, because the clip made no sense at all.
Yeah. Well, that's the idea.
Just-
You meant to click on the actual reel and go on. That's how posting works, apparently. But anyway.
What do you mean? No, we clicked on the actual. We watched the video that you
It's,
posted.
but then it should say, so when you click
On
on a
Facebook.
reel that's from Instagram, when you click on it, it should say view post or view reel in Instagram. And then it forces you to open up Instagram and it goes to the post where it'll play in full.
Oh, okay. That's weird. I thought it was a Facebook video that you posted.
No, it's on Instagram and I repost it because I'm on Instagram and Facebook. You combine the two into one app, one account.
So when you
essentially.
post something on Instagram that gets shared on Facebook, it only plays a snippet of it?
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't play the full extent of the. Yeah, which is
Oh.
weird because I feel like it's because you want people to go from the platform you're viewing it on to the platform where it came from.
That's weird. Yeah. That's
Like I think they call it a hook. Essentially, that's what they call it in the advertising scene or whatever.
fair enough.
But anyway.
Alright,
all right.
So what's
gonna-
this episode
sorry.
about? What are we doing? Do I have to change my name?
No. I can. I've got 2-3 more things. I've got audio clips to play as well because I wanted to quickly bring up this. So, all right, this is a good one we can talk about for a little bit. Pride match, right? There's going to be a Pride match at the FIFA World Cup, and it was predetermined when it's going to happen and where it's going to happen. But the problem is they didn't know the teams at the time when they announced this Pride match.
What's a pride match? What's
It's celebrating gay people, essentially.
okay? So it's that kind of pride. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
They're having a FIFA pride match.
Do you want to take
Okay,
a
that's
guess
weird.
at which two teams or which countries are going to be playing in this Pride match?
Pakistan and
Qatar.
No. I mean, you're not far off, both of you. Kind of not far off.
Egypt. Wait.
Yes, that's one.
Okay, Egypt and I don't know,
another-
South Africa or
No.
Chad.
Who's another country that's really heavily against gay people?
Let's see.
Pakistan.
Yeah,
No.
I said yes.
I already said that. Uzbekistan.
Starts with an I.
Iran.
Iran.
So next year at the FIFA World Cup for the Pride match, it's going to be between Egypt and Iran.
Watch
Well,
that match not happen, or the matchup gets shuffled because both countries will be like, "Hang on a second,
We can't have this. But I think
Maybe they think they're playing a match for their pride,
the pride of not.
the pride of their country, or something.
I mean, that would.
Maybe they don't understand what a pride match is. What?
That's a good
What's a
deflection, though.
what? A gay person? What's that? Oh wait, what? Wait, no, we got rid of those.
We execute there.
We got rid of them all. There's no
Allegedly.
people attracted to man here, even though the most VPNs used, I think it's Iran. What is it? One of I think it's Iran.
There's a lot of
that
Middle
has-
Eastern countries that are against it.
or it's Pakistan that has like the most searches for gay porn.
Not Saudi. It might be Qatar. Qatar's one of them that's got heavily against it.
No. Like there's one of these countries that has on the internet people have searched gay porn, and the country that searched the most gay porn has been one of these
Banned ones.
one of these Middle Eastern countries.
Ah, okay.
Like that has the highest search rate with people.
That's an
searching
interesting.
for-
Oh, that's so interesting. Kind of.
I think it was. I'll quick look it up real quick.
I feel like it would be Qatar though, because they had the 2022 World Cup, and like the whole idea of them hosting it was like, oh, they want to paint us a better picture, because like, oh, we're opening to all comers of the world. Yet they essentially had slaves build the stadiums, allegedly, and people die on those sites, construction sites, allegedly. Yeah, so it's a bit insane now. We're getting to a fact where they're having a Pride Month at a World Cup, which is so unheard of. Really, it's ridiculous.
Sorry, I found something very interesting. That's
Okay, go for it.
Oh no, sorry. This is most view. Oh, okay. So I thought this was most searched porn searches, but
Yeah,
by
okay.
country.
Yeah.
But it's most viewed gay categories worldwide. And so the US is black. The Canada is big dick. Australia is bareback.
What?
And Mongolia is cartoon.
Oh, well, good thing Mongolia got in there. What's
Yes,
Mongolia?
and South Africa is black.
I thought it'd
And
be
one
sheep.
of the countries, I forget, one of the countries in Africa is Euro. They searched Euro.
As in, like, European, I'm assuming?
Yes, and Japan just searches Japanese.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, they got too much
keeping
censored
it,
stuff.
keeping
They're
it
trying
in
to
the
find.
country,
I think they're
Yeah,
trying.
that's it.
They're trying to find all
And
the
there's-
uncensored stuff.
Here we
But
go.
yeah.
Most viewed categories 2023. This was 2020. Most food categories.
I just thought of
Uh,
something wacky. So
Yeah.
there's a crazy thought that just came to my head. So I watched the local A League, the professional soccer league in Australia. They have a pride round where they have certain teams will have like rainbow colored numbering or lettering on their kits.
Yeah,
And I
Mhm.
don't think any other league in the world does it. Maybe the US with the MLS, but I don't think they do. And so like soccer fans in Australia, they get turned away by this stuff like, oh, we can't have politics in that game. And then next minute they're going on the global scale, which is insane.
Mhm.
But yeah. I mean, it's crazy enough that they predetermined like when it's going to happen, and the two countries that get drawn are like the most anti-pride or anti-gay countries ever, almost. But yeah, just like quick thoughts from you guys. What do you think they should do?
They should have a super gay country versus an anti-gay country.
Now that I can
So
get
like
behind.
Egypt versus France. Like
No, Egypt against New Zealand, because New Zealand was like the first country to allow like, same-sex marriage. Although France
Wow.
might be better.
I-
Because it's just the French. Want to see the French get executed by Egyptians? Is that what we're going
Ireland's
to-
most searched category on Pornhub is MILF.
Oh, the beginners.
keeping it classy.
That's it.
Well, if it was Victoria, it'd be Victorian bitter. No, that's not true. No. All right. Troy, any quick thoughts about having a pride match at a World Cup? Quick thoughts. or anything?
I couldn't care less, to be honest.
Understandable. I would
like-
also agree.
So what are they doing? They're just wearing colorful
I-
jerseys.
I think that just I don't know what the teams are going to be doing or what. I don't really know what's going to happen or what's going to be involved with having a pride match on a global.
Here's what I
scale.
think. This is kind of what I think about the pride match.
Yeah, just I mean, you can just do one clap and then that's enough.
Yeah.
like you're doing something probably.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You know, if they really wanted to make a difference, then they could create a whole category for trans people. Do you
I
want to play
mean
that
they're
game?
not far from that.
Create a category for trans people
I mean they had like
or trans
they had
men and trans women. But then you can't have trans women in the trans men game, soccer games.
No.
It wouldn't be fair.
Well, I mean, the thing is, too, they've gone to an extent now. They're having the doping games or the whatever that was
The
called,
doping
Enhanced
games.
games.
enhanced
where they
games.
get-
Yeah. So, like, hey, let's have a sport where we can allow people to use drugs. Hey, let's have a sport where we can allow transgenders. It's going that way. But yeah, it's a bit nuts. What's next? World Cup for people who are deaf and blind and can't walk? I don't know. Got to think of the minorities here. Got to think of the minorities. Okay, so I'm going to get into our very
Oh,
first.
here we go.
clip.
I've got. Hold on, I think I found something.
He's-
It's got here 15 countries that watch the most gay / content / porn.
Should Kyle and I guess on the
Yeah, you can guess a couple.
All right, Troy. I'll go. Well, obviously Egypt.
I'm just looking. Egypt is not on the list.
Wow.
What about the
Alright.
Wait a minute.
United Arab Emirates?
Wait, hold on. I didn't. It goes to number 4, and then it just kind of. Oh no, I got to go to the next page.
Oh, that sucks.
There's one. There's one. Not Egypt. Still haven't found that yet. What is? Or is that number
Yeah.
1? Number 3. Oh, I got to go to the next page to get the last 3.
At least you have to pay for subscription. to look at this
Egypt is
stuff.
not on the list.
Oh, what about UAE?
Yeah.
Like Kyle guessed.
I have to go back to the first page.
Open
is
a new tab.
not-
Open a new tab.
It is not on the list.
Right.
Iraq. They've
Iraq
been
not
to-
on the list.
It would be if America didn't bomb their infrastructure into the dirt. With
No,
Pakistan.
Pakistan. I'm glad you asked. Pakistan is number 3 on the list.
So if Pakistan's on the list, maybe India has to be on the list. There's that many people.
I don't think it is actually. And you say there's that many people, but not everybody has access to the internet.
I suppose so.
So
Oh, so it's-
just for reference, Australia is number 10.
Oh, what a relief. We're holding up our end of the bargain.
Yes,
Thank
but then you got Canada 9. Oh, India is on the list. It's number 8.
Oh, there we go. Thank goodness.
It's just,
Yeah, because you just go on like wait. What about China?
China's not on here. China doesn't release that sort of data.
True.
And also their
Good point.
internet's heavily monitored and
Monitored.
censored.
Privatized.
Yeah, they don't. Once again, gay people have been eliminated. They don't
Oh.
exist.
Yeah. So the US will probably be on that list as well.
Oh yeah, of course. US is number 7.
What about Brazil? Sneaky chance for
Brazil is. I saw it here somewhere. I think it was number. Oh no, Puerto Rico. I'm looking at
Oh, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
number 15.
I mean, that's probably all they do, really.
I don't think Brazil is on the list.
That's interesting because
Mexico.
Brazil's like.
Oh, sorry. United Kingdom was number 7. United States was number 5. Mexico is not on the list. To be fair,
Really?
this is only the top 15. So
I mean, yeah. I guess, yeah. Right. Well, maybe we should knock out some misery because I think we could be guessing or not.
number 1 is Kenya.
Kenya.
Yep. With 92% of Kenyans opposing homosexuality, Kenya is at the top of our list of 15 countries that watch the most gay content.
That's insane.
They are the most frequent Googlers of gay porn amidst the country's anti-gay legislation. They continue to seek out gay-themed images on popular search engine.
I would
Kenya
not
leads
guess
in
Kenya.
online searches for terms like gay sex pics and gay porn pics, despite the fact that homosexual activity is illegal in the country.
I would not have
Others.
got get Kenya as number 1. That's crazy.
South Africa is number 2.
South Africa. What the heck is going on in the Africas?
To be fair though, this isn't a Google, like this is Inside a Monkey, so
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
which
Makes
is
you
some
wonder,
sort
though.
of yes. And of course,
Well-
Pakistan is number 3,
Yeah, understandable.
and number 4 is Nigeria.
Again,
Why are
most of
you
these are
gay?
African countries. What the heck is
And
going on?
then you get United States, Philippines, United Kingdom, India, Canada, Australia, Indonesia,
Philippines makes sense,
Jamaica.
kind of. That's
And
wild.
then-
What are these countries doing?
And then there's a country. This one's called. I've never heard of this country, situated in the Caribbean region. Okay, Trinidad.
Oh,
and-
Trinidad. Trinidad, Tobago.
Trinidad, yeah, and Trinidad Tobago. Is that how you pronounce it, Tobago?
Yep.
Yeah.
It says Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, it's a double named country. I don't know why. It just is.
Mm. Yeah, okay.
Because maybe to some people it's Trinidad, and to some people it's Tobago. I don't know.
And my,
Maybe it's just two
I'm
separate
pronouncing.
islands.
I'm probably pronouncing this wrong too, but
I
my
think that's actually
anime,
true. You might be onto something there.
Myanmar,
Myanmar. Yeah, that's it. Myanmar.
formerly known as Burma.
Oh
No,
yes,
okay.
because of the they had that thing during the pandemic. They had what was it? They had a part of the flaming army came in and ran over the. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Well, they've been called
Well,
Myanmar
anyway,
for
yeah,
a
I
while.
knew that Pakistan was on the
Yeah.
top searches for gay porn somewhere. I knew it was up there high, but yeah, apparently it was number 3.
Fair enough. All right. Do you guys want to hear about I'm on the arsehole clip, or do you want to hear about teenagers complaining about the social media ban?
Yes.
Yes.
A good answer. Okay.
We'll go with the teenagers complaining about the social media ban.
Okay.
You'll get
so,
it. My life is social media.
So for those who aren't in Australia and who are over 16, well, maybe not, I don't know. Australia has recently implemented a social media ban for those who are under age of 16. There's some weird restrictions on what sites actually are allowed. Recently, Reddit came out and wanting to challenge this ban. I think it's odd, but
Good old
the
Reddit.
main reason why they want to do it is because it's probably money. There's probably money involved, which I think a lot of these companies want to kind of like challenge as well, because we won't make as much money. You know, we can run ads and all that stuff. But anyway, let's not worry about the companies. Let's worry about the poor teenager content creators.
Social media ban. I think they should be removing the harmful. Let's talk social media ban. I think they should be removing the harmful content instead of removing us.
Making fun little videos gives me a purpose. And you are taking that away. Hi, I'm Zoe. I'm 14.
I am Ella Lucia. I am 14 years old.
I make Get Ready With Me's makeup videos, hauls,
And I'm
vlogs.
14.
These are the best tips for year 7.
Relatable posts, singing, acting, dancing, things like that. I saw
Remember
my
to get your
social
pen
media as like
Number one for the best tips of year 7. Remember to carry the right kind of. Remember to carry your folder like this and not like this. I don't know why. Every time I do the acting thing, I put on an American accent, even though it's Australian
That-
too.
Top 10 list. Top 10 tips for year 7. Number
That's what it is.
1.
Foot salad.
It just gives me a purpose in life. Like,
Social
come
media
on.
gives me a purpose in life.
That is actually a
that's-
sad statement.
It
That
really
is-
is.
Yeah,
There
but
was
when you
one-
think about it, it's a 14-year-old saying it, so they don't understand.
So in another clip that I might, if it's in this next clip or another clip that I didn't post, there was a mention that the one reason why this girl was doing it was because she's in a small town where it's hard to get work as a actor or actress, whatever, and that's her aspiration in life is to become
Just a
an
small
actress.
town girl
Living in a
living in a lonely world. Just take the midnight train going anywhere.
Yeah, I've sung beautiful like a 14-year-old who's about to get banned on social media.
Oh, sorry.
Don't stop social media.
Yeah. It's live too. Yes.
The
Get him out of the picture.
what was I
Get
gonna
him outta
say? Yeah,
Continue.
Axel's
I'll
not
just
over
mute
16. He's
myself.
not allowed to.
he's not allowed on the podcast. How old's Kramer?
I'm gonna get banned.
Was it? No, is
He's
that Doogie? Is that Doogie? or
That's
Kramer?
Doogie.
We're gonna ban
That's
you.
Doogie.
That's Doogie.
Actually, you've been banned. You've been banned from social media.
The-
Oh
the
man, he was
irony
doing so
online-
well. He just got his first 1 million subs.
there was another mention of another girl who was like, give me a purpose in life. Like, if that's the case for 14-year-olds being on social media, the next generation is so screwed. I mean, yeah, that's a very overly common thing said, but I think it's really run home with like,
I think
oh
it's
no,
just a 14-year-old being dramatic.
it's a 14-year-old.
Social media gives my life a purpose. Without it,
Actually,
I'd be nothing. Nothing.
There was a story. I don't know if it was true or not, but there was a Perth-based content creator. She was I don't know. She might be 14, 15.
Mhm.
Her family got involved, and they actually fled the country.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
How
How much money was she making from social media?
An awful lot, apparently, to go move overseas. Her whole family took her though. The whole family, not just around her, because she can't content create here. She has to.
Yeah,
Parents
she's-
like,
yeah, well,
there goes
no,
our income.
Yeah, that makes
Exactly.
perfect sense. No, I'd do that. If I was getting millions of dollars or lots of money, even hundreds and thousands, from my daughter doing social media posts, and they say, "Oh, we're going to get rid of your YouTube or your what is it? Oh, you want the banana? He wants the banana.
Bananas are
We're
very
going to get rid of your
Grams.
social media thing."
Give him
I'd be like,
bananas. instead.
"Whoa, okay, we better get out of here."
I'll play this other clip that's sort of around this.
Ah,
Let's talk social media.
Wait.
Social media.
let's talk social media ban.
Dang it! I accidentally didn't record the right one. It's okay.
Let's talk social media ban.
So there was a video. I'll see if I can find it real quick.
Hey,
Here's the-
Jackson, future Jackson.
Yes, Future Jackson,
Don't mind. That's just my Bulgarian mother.
Bulgarian.
Babushka.
It's just Bushka.
Okay, here we go.
No.
would like to see
She's missing
exemptions for
herself laugh.
children who can
No, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. Ready? Okay, hold on. Here we go.
The Babbage family would like to see exemptions for children who can demonstrate that social media is a job.
Maybe getting permits, making sure that these children have ABNs and are registered
tax.
on an employment capacity before just completely banning social media. Anthony Albanese,
Kids
I
aren't
think you should
supposed to be
rethink
working.
But with only 5 more sleeps until the new law kicks in, that seems very, very unlikely.
My favorite part in that clip is you don't see it, but in one of the shots, the girl's
got
got
an
a phone
ABN.
against the mirror and she's putting on makeup.
Ugh.
But hey, make sure you got an ABN number and pay your taxes.
What's that? You're 14 and have a job, and you got to pay your taxes. It's 14.
Welcome
What's,
to the
what's
real
the
world,
age?
son.
What's the age where people actually are allowed to work? Is it 14 or is it?
I thought it was 15 or
No,
maybe
it's
it's older.
14. It's 14 in like 9 months or something.
yeah.
Okay,
It was,
yeah.
It's like an
I thought it was
obscure
13.
number.
It might have been 13 at one point in time as well, but they may have changed it.
I do
Yeah, I
love
still
like
think it should be 7. Send the
I
kids
do
back.
love the explanation though.
What do
Like,
you mean it is 7 in sweatshops?
I-
So,
it-
not in Australia, obviously.
Just make sure they got an ABN and they because otherwise it doesn't matter if they've got an ABN or not, because the tax department's going to go, where's all this money coming into your bank account from?
Where's the money, Lebowski?
I got an Instagram. Okay, so is that work then? No, it's just a hobby. Okay, but if you're doing it full time, a paying hobby. No, you can. That's the funny thing about hobbies is you don't have to pay tax on hobbies.
Yeah, like this one.
Well, no, exactly. If we were making any money from this, right?
If
we were making money from this, we could theoretically, and I say that like we could theoretically call it a hobby, and we wouldn't have to pay tax on the money.
Yeah, correct.
However, if we quit our jobs and did this full time, that would be considered, a career change. So therefore,
exactly.
But there's certain things that qualify, but the amount of money earned from a hobby doesn't contribute to if it's a hobby or if it's a job. It's not based on income made, which is something that I found interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great idea having a social media ban on teenagers, because I think when we were 16,
I think it's a terrible idea. I think it's the worst thing ever. It's the most retarded thing I've ever heard. You think it's a good idea, Jackson?
Well, let me make my point that I was about to make.
What was that? Hold on. What's your hobby?
Cyberbullying kids.
Okay. I thought we were going to go somewhere a little darker there.
Cyberbullying faceless teenagers on Reddit.
What's that? I can't look at videos of 14-year-old girls online anymore.
Damn it.
You didn't think that through when you said it. Where it could have been right.
You know what's really
Get rid of my
effed up?
hobby.
You know what's really effed up? Roblox wasn't banned.
But that's the thing.
Roblox wasn't banned.
Gaming-based platforms were exempt. That's why Discord's not covered by the ban, and because Roblox, it is very social.
Gaming-based.
It's community gaming based, essentially.
Yeah, that's
it's a social media used for gaming.
They've put it in the gaming-based category, though. That's the weird thing. It's classified.
But things like Minecraft, Roblox, and other online games where you communicate, they have their own built-in communication systems. Discord is a separate system. Therefore, it's a social media used for gaming. I think the people who just decided this shit have no idea what stuff is.
I see where you're
They probably
coming from.
looked at it and saw it was categorized as gaming, so they went, Discord, that's a game.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. The only thing I can say is that it's not like your Twitters or your Facebook, though. It's just more of an open chat service thing.
More people. There's more pedophiles on Discord than most of the other things, and most of the people that like communicate with people on Roblox, for example, like most of the pedos out there. I watched a video, like the people that capture these people or report them. They say that what they do is they talk to them in things like Roblox and then move them over to Discord. Like, we're chatting on Roblox. Why don't we go talk on Discord instead? Because it's more secure or something, I believe.
Yeah.
So therefore, conversations can be it's more secure in that regard.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
So, but that's beside the point. Those sort of people will find a way, and kids will find a way to use social media, and their parents will help them and all that stuff. But the thing is, like, I don't think you should be banning kids from social media. I think parents should do a better job of teaching their kids.
100% agree.
And explaining to their kids and limiting what devices they use and all that.
Well, the thing I was going to say, right, was when we were 16 years old, social media was only just starting as a viral, well, not a viral, but like as a trend or a thing that you could do.
Like I remember when Facebook first kind of like kicked off, and it was like, whoa, this is like revolutionary. And then, like, a year or so later, Instagram comes out.
Do you remember Zero.Facebook? Do you remember Zero? Yeah.
I didn't think it was that revolutionary. I was just like, I can talk to people from school now. Cool.
No, well, MySpace and MSN were like the first ones, if you think about it.
I did have MSN first, so I was kind of used to it.
And then MySpace
I had MySpace too for like a very short period of time.
I didn't buy. Did I have another? I don't think I did. I think I tried
So when I made my MySpace account, that was when Facebook was already becoming a thing. So I had like 3 or 4 friends on MySpace, and then a bunch of people I knew already had Facebook. So I switched to Facebook.
Did you ever have Bebo?
No.
Which was like a POV. It was like a POV MySpace clone, essentially.
Well, how is it a POV MySpace clone? MySpace was
It
free.
functioned. Yeah, well, Bebo was freer, right?
Don't knock it.
You don't get it. They paid you to get on the platform.
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that?
what if it still exists? I'm gonna have to look this up.
Well,
Beep-
I was
what
going
was
to
it,
say
Bebo?
because
Yeah.
so I think the main thing is like obviously it's the main content creation social media, like your Twitter. Well, I guess Twitter is part of it. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. But
Okay.
Still
Never mind.
exists.
Bebo went bankrupt in 2013.
Lasted a while.
Mostly popular in the UK and Ireland.
oh,
It's just
wow.
called Bo now.
Beebo.
They had to sell off the B.
So yeah, the social media ban more affecting more towards TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. Like social media sites. Vine's come back in the form of Divine, which is interesting.
And they're banning
That is-
AI content.
Which
So you
is
have to
good.
be
Oh, well, that's
IRL
good.
posting. Mm.
That's
Mm.
good then, yeah. So here's the thing I like to think about it. It's more of a social perspective on things. I can give you another example. When my nephew wants cash from his mum or his dad, they will give him cash, right? They'll pay him cash, and if he earns money doing stuff around the house or helping out, they take the money, right?
Mm.
And they keep it. And when he wants to buy something, they give it to him. Now that's a little bit too far, if you ask me. You should be able to do what you want with your money, but he's still a young kid
Yeah.
or younger kid. A guy who works, who I spoke to, who works for our company, not going to say names or anything, but I remember him talking about how, his daughter wants money. And I remember him looking at his phone and going, oh, it's all by phone now. You got to send, he's sending her like $50, like with his phone, like he's sending her the money with his phone, like transferring into her account for her to get $50. And he goes, it's all internet now. It's all communications. Gone are the days where you could give people cash or give your kids cash. And I went,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, I thought to myself, no, they're not. You're just being you're just being lazy.
Yeah.
You're just giving in. Like, what does your daughter want the cash for? Why does she need it? And that sort of thing. Like, how about she asks for it and you give it to her the next day or when you get home that day?
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to transfer the money over. And just like how my brother doesn't have to give the cash over, and it's the same thing. My nephew doesn't have a phone yet.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Jack.
What's that? All right, hold on. Yeah, but he doesn't have a phone yet because they don't want him using social media yet. And
Yeah.
so all people have to do is not give their kids phones, for example. And
That's
if
my
everybody
philosophy.
didn't give their kids phones, then nobody would be able to use their friend's phone.
It's
What were
like
you
if
saying,
they
Carl?
did parenting properly, the government wouldn't have to do it for them.
Which is such an interesting fact because
Exactly.
obviously people who were 16 when social media was starting, they're now parents and having to deal with this stuff now, which is kind of an interesting thought too, because it's like, well, no one told our parents about the impact of social media when it started, and now that generation who were those teenagers who are now adults and parents, whatever, and now kind of having to deal with the brunt of like, oh, this is interesting. What do I tell my teenager? Because my mum and dad never told me anything about social media. But yeah,
I think it's partly also because the people whose kids are teenagers now, they didn't have they only recently got social media themselves, so they don't know
Yeah.
how it works. So it's
Yep.
it's more Gen, because it's Gen Y, Gen
Alpha.
Gen Alpha.
Or
Sorry,
Gen
not
Z.
Gen Y. Yes, Gen Z.
Yeah,
Is Gen Alpha's the next one? Who's the parents of Gen Z? Is it X's? Gen X's?
I
that
think
right?
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Or they're they're millennials, aren't they? Which is interesting.
Yes. Yes. Correct. Yeah.
Okay, because you'd think most millennials, I mean, we're young millennials, but you'd think most millennials would know how to navigate through social media, and they worked out, how the parents' blockers worked and how they didn't, we all know how to get around when our parents blocked a website or when the school blocked a website or anything. So we should have a better idea of how to how to stop our kids from getting around those sort of things,
Yeah.
or just even explaining it to them, communicating it to them more.
Mm.
But
Yeah, 'cause
instead,
of-
everyone's. I was thinking about this the other day. I was looking at TikTok and I was actually flicking through it for longer than 2 minutes or longer than 5 minutes. And it got to the point where I started thinking, what's going on here? And I just flicked through and I was just like, this is some dickhead doing something. This is some dickhead doing something. This is some dick. It was just people doing this, not even stupid stuff, just doing
mundane
stuff.
Yeah.
Just mundane stuff. And I'm like, are people what? I'm looking at this, they got thousands of views. I'm like, why are people watching people just go about their lives?
So I'm getting to a point now where I'm finding myself like, if I'm like, once I've done the dishes and everything that I'm about to come settle down, I find myself going on Instagram and just scrolling, and I'm like, I'm getting angry at myself because I'm wasting time on Instagram when I could be video gaming or doing something creative. I'm like, this is annoying. Why am I doing this? But I think because our brains have been rewired since it's like social media's been around for so long now. And it's kind of like you must look at your phone. But things like screen time and have been trying to be implemented so people can monitor their usage.
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily the problem. There is the problem that everyone's got the habit of looking at their phones and playing on their phones when they've got
brain
spare
rot.
time.
I think the main concern is about brain rot lately. I think that's the main one. One of the main ones, I guess, or AI slop.
My thing is the opposite. It's the content creation. It seems to be just people constantly trying to make content.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's getting me. It's the amount of people making content is just a bit too much. Like
there's no moderation. Well,
it's not even moderation. It's just you'll have a video or a live stream of some guy at work in a crane or in an excavator or driving a truck or driving
mowing the lawn
or mowing the lawn
or unblocking the drains, which seem to be some.
Or it's an electrician crawling through a roof, or
that reminds me.
Or it's an electrician showing, like, whenever I get the electrician ones, or an electrician working on a power board. Oh, how fucked is this system that they did? Or a plumber figuring out that water was coming in through the back. So it was like, I'm talking more trades, but that's kind of what the algorithm sends me, obviously.
So, go keep going. Sorry.
Or a guy sitting in his computer playing Truck Simulator game where he's not even driving a real truck. Or it just goes on. Or an office worker just sitting at their desk typing something up. Or it's just.
Yeah, it's just odd though, because back in the day we weren't interested in seeing what other people's jobs were, but now for some reason, due to the accessibility, we can now. I want to bring up a quick point about this. In Port Lincoln, there's this really infamous content creator called Bruce. Well, he's not called Bruce. His channel is Drain Cleaning Australia, and he's been recently. Well, I don't know if he has been, but in his descriptions, he says that, "Do you need a plumber in Port Lincoln?" I'm like, what the hell? So the problem is his videos are so good that he never really gives away where his location is. But part of me thinks for sure that he's originally from Western Australia, and for some reason he's ended up in Port Lincoln. But so his name is Bruce. So I don't know if you know any Bruces in Port Lincoln besides the one that we both know. But yeah, so he's got this really exaggerant way of speech. Like he sounds like Western Australian, if you know what a Western Australian sounds like, which is probably hard to say because they do sound a bit different. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, the whole idea of because there's a lawn mowing one, like the Nathan's lawn mowing or something, whatever it's called.
I don't know. I came across a TikTok the other day that was an Indian bloke doing lawn mowing.
Yeah,
but in every video he says we charge them $200, and it's like a 5-minute job. And then there's another one where he's like, we charge them $200, and the lawn is, and he's like, this one was really bad, and it's like overgrown lawn. Yeah, and it's bad, but it's not really that bad. And all the comments were people like, I would have charged $500 for this. I would have done this.
Exactly.
And then another comment, $200. That's so much.
And you can afford that.
At the same time, like, I didn't even watch the video. I was more curious about the comments because I'm like, why would I watch a guy mow a lawn? Like, but the thing is, people taking time to set up cameras and do this stuff as well. Like, they're spending more time creating the social media than they are at doing their work. When you think about it, like, yeah, some people just have a camera set up and do a freaking dance, or they set their phone into a lock and hit record and hit live stream and just do that. But a lot of the time, people actually have to put some production into it.
Yeah, which is why I was. Remember how I had to go at people like, "Why are you doing content in a car? Just like cars are for driving, not for putting your phone there doing content." But anyway, that was just me.
At the same time, that's the content that makes the most sense when someone's taking a break and they're sitting at their car or something, or they're
Yeah.
about to finish for the day and they want to record something. That makes the most sense out of content.
Yeah,
But it's weird to think like people have production and they have jump cuts and they have things for when they're like doing a regular day's work.
that's right. Yeah,
So, and it's, imagine how much time they spent actually creating the content as well as doing the job.
exactly.
And I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be the client for somebody who's spending more time making a video about them doing their job than actually doing their job.
Is there any occupation that you're interested in watching? Is there any occupation other than your own that you'd be interested in watching? Because no one wants to watch.
Granted, there are some
people
interesting
will
jobs
watch
out
that,
there,
that's the
but
thing.
yeah, the thing with social media and content creation is it's taken a whole lot of people who, like 99% of people who have mundane lives, and it's given them the mindset that like, heck yeah, people want to see this.
I'm
It's like,
interesting. Yeah, I'm interesting.
No.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm a corker. Look at me go. I fucking watch as I cork this fucking windowsill for the 15 millionth time. I'm a
Watch me.
fucking legend.
Watch me test this power real quick and trip off.
I've seen
Imagine if I
people do-
started
I've seen
walking around the
people mind
supermarket making reels.
You'd be fired. Like, get off your phone. Or something
Actually, would
stupid.
be, yeah.
Wouldn't be
I've
surprised.
seen videos of people doing. Also, some of these people do it because they want to make more cash on the side, and they're contractors, so they're able to. But I see people doing my job, and like I've seen it. I actually watch it because I'm like, oh yeah, let's see how this guy let's see if he's any good at it. And I'm like, oh, I wouldn't do that, or yeah, that makes sense. But at the same time, I'm watching it from more of a professional perspective. But if I was just a random person watching it, or if at the same time I'm watching it and all I'm thinking is not. I'm trying to think of the. I had it here somewhere. I was going to play the clapping thing. All I can think is like, well done. Well done. You did your job.
You did what you were meant to.
Yeah, this one was a lot of effort, and I'm looking at it going, that took 5.
Yeah.
I saw one where a guy said, "Oh, this took me all day, or this took me half a day," and I literally he shows the whole process, and I'm like, that took 5 minutes because that would have taken me 30 seconds to do.
Yeah.
But it took you 5 minutes because you had to set up the camera and everything and take multiple cuts.
Yeah. If there's one occupation that was like, if there was one dude who was posting on Instagram or whatever about their job, an occupation, if it's someone who works on wind turbines, I would love to watch that because I'm like, those were the days. Because, that was a very cool, unique job working on wind farms. But the thing is with wind farms, you're a very high danger job because you're suspended high. Well, not suspended, but you're up in a full machine, I guess. Lots of
Don't get me
moving
wrong.
parts.
It is interesting to see this stuff, right?
Yeah.
It is interesting to see people do their jobs and their mundane lives. But the thing is, like, if I see one video of a person operating an excavator, I don't want to see 20 more.
I can just go outside my house on a weekday and watch a bunch of them do their job if I really want to.
Yeah, exactly. if I see a video of a bus driver, right, I don't need to see 20 more videos of this guy driving his bus or another.
If you want to watch roadworks videos, just come to Melbourne.
I watch those Dashcam Australia videos. I watched one of them today. I'm satisfied for the next 2 months.
Really?
But you know what YouTube's going to do? It's going to recommend another one because I watched one. I must like those.
I mean, yeah, I kind of like them just when I feel like watching them, but Kyle, I don't know if you remember the game GeoGuessr, but every time I watch Dashcam compilation, I'm always like playing GeoGuessr to a degree. But yeah,
I'm kind of doing it a little bit more myself, but it's more of a, do I recognize this area?
Yeah, it's kind of fun though.
Oh, do I know this road? No, this isn't this isn't near me.
This ain't the road. Yeah, true. Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to talk more about the social media ban for kids versus
that's okay.
people being dickheads online.
Well, I mean, you say that, but like half the dickheads were kids until they got wiped content off the channels or whatever.
I suppose that's the other thing is kids make really cringy content, but don't know they're making cringy content.
Oh damn! Remember that there was that boy you were talking about who was like he took stories about how he was like masturbating 4 times a day. Remember that inspirational guy? He was over 16, wasn't he?
He
Yeah.
was. So that's
Damn,
that's the
that's a
other
shame.
that's the thing. He was 18,
Damn.
but a lot of the photos and stuff and things that he posted were him younger as well.
Yeah.
and-
Okay.
Here's the thing, Jackson. He was making content before that.
Okay.
He was making content about working out when he was 14. Because in the video, he explains that he was making, like, all my friends were out playing. I was trying to get the gains when I was 14, and I was making videos, and he played a little clip of him as a 14-year-old going, "This is how you do a push-up." Or something.
Yeah.
No, that guy didn't get banned, but I don't
Damn.
think his channel's doing that well. I don't
Was he
think he's
even Aussie?
posted
Was he
anything
even
in a
Aussie
while.
though? He might not be.
No, he was Aussie. I think he was
Aussie,
from
okay.
South Australia, actually.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
I don't think he's posted in a while. Last time I checked, he hadn't posted in like a few months. But maybe he made enough money from his clickbaity videos. You know, if you're between 20 or 18 and 30, watch this video.
So I think a major issue is going back to the actual content creators, like who are children. I think there's a massive issue with the parents of those children who I would almost argue are exploiting their teenagers to do content because, like, they're the ones making the money for the family, which is usually the opposite case.
I mean, you've got Ryan's World as just the perfect example.
Yeah.
That boy made a Mario Kart game, or had a Mario Kart game.
He had a movie. They made a movie.
There was a movie. Actually,
there was a movie.
Yeah. Ryan Kart. What was it called? I think it was something like that.
They're losing a lot of money now, Ryan's World, I think.
Because he got older and he doesn't look as cute anymore. Something stupid.
Well, it's not just that. And now they're trying to pressure their daughters into making videos.
Yeah, well, aren't they Mexican? Where were they from? They're from America.
I don't know. They
one of the
look more Filipino, if you ask me.
Oh, okay.
Or something.
Yeah,
they were more Asian leaning as opposed to
Mexican.
And the parents go and blast through all the money that the kids made, and then get
spend
upset
it all
when
on
their kids
gambling.
no longer making more.
Yeah,
that's exactly it.
Because it's crazy. I don't know. I think if there's people, all sorts of people in the world, but like those are probably one of the lowest of lows of type of people, especially when they're adults and their parents or whatever.
But the social media ban will help those people because now they have to get an ABN and pay tax.
That is such a funny point. I'm so annoyed I didn't think of that. That's a great, hilarious point.
Now they have to pay taxes on. They probably do pay taxes over there because it's America and America probably taxes their social media creators. What's that?
Is it what are they called? The IRS? No, what's it called? Yeah,
Yeah,
IRS
Revenue Service.
Yeah, aka the tax office.
You're gonna get audited.
Time to put it down.
Papers, please.
Because, I mean, this is a bit of a stretch. Going back to the whole fact that there's 14-year-olds doing content creations, their parents, to a degree, it doesn't really make sense, but they should have a working with children's check.
What if they're doing it for
you
work?
did not pass.
Even though you're the parent.
I can't see my kid.
What, you exploit your kid for
No,
money?
you just can't hold you can't hold a camera up to your kid until you get the right credentials.
From 9 to 5, you're not allowed in the same house.
You're allowed to hug him, but the moment you start recording him, that's considered working with children.
Oh, who was that? There was an American girl who was like 4 or 5 years old. She was very obese, and her mum was awfully obese as well.
Booby. No,
Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo
Boo
Boo.
Boo.
That's it.
That would be like. There's probably a bunch of them in Australia too that we don't
I'm
know.
just saying, child.
I think she's all grown up and she's lost.
Heart.
I think she's lost a lot of weight and grown up.
I love the South Park version.
Oh, speaking of South Park, Troy, when I was at work on Friday, these same people were doing South Park references, and specifically one of them was doing a Jimmy, a Jimmy impression. I don't know,
Well, he was going. You, Jimmy.
It was just really surprised.
Hey, Stan. Hey, Stan.
But that really.
What a wonderful audience. What a
one.
wonderful audience.
Anyway, Honey Boo Boo is still massive, and
Like physically? Or?
yeah, physically. Yeah, but anyway. Because like I don't know if I don't think there's that crazy extent of parents here. Where
That girl would have to be like 25 now, wouldn't she?
I'm trying to find out. Scrolling.
Because she was about 12, and that was about 10 years ago, I think. So
And
22.
2012, she doesn't say her age. Damn it.
Oh, well. So you think the social media ban's a good thing, Jackson?
She's
Personally,
20.
yes. Although, okay, you didn't let me finish my point when I said it was a good thing. So the good thing why I think it is because Gold Coast, Channel 7 News in Gold Coast had a report that there was like a bunch of teenagers riding on electrical bikes through like the CBD of Gold Coast, like in
We're on their
bustling
phones.
traffic, and they weren't wearing helmets, and there was like a whole flock. I don't know, there was like 30 or 40 kids riding e-bikes. And
That
then the
sounds
Channel
like an
7
e-bike
The
issue.
media were like bashing him, saying these kids shouldn't be on the bikes. It's dangerous. And then like, well, you just implemented a social media ban. What do you want? Do you want them to be on social media, or do you want them to be dangerously run bikes? You can't.
I
have
want
both
them to
ways.
go and do what I did and watch paint dry when I was younger.
When I was
Well, you know
your
what we
age.
did for fun? All we had was a stick and a ring, and we used to roll that down the street.
So yeah, you can't have. You gotta choose sides. You can't try to bash kids for me. I guess that's not wearing helmets. But like,
Oh,
that's
you
really
can you can bash kids metaphorically. You can metaphorically bash kids.
Sorry. Yes, you're right.
It's because Jackson, that's the main issue. If we were allowed to bash kids, this would solve everything. The problem is
Wouldn't have
all
to
the
ban
adults
social
now
media.
aren't allowed to touch, aren't allowed to do anything to their kids. So now they gotta mentally abuse them with the law.
Oh, goodness me. Yeah, no. Bash all the kids. You heard it first. No. Yeah,
I do have an actual
think,
problem. I do have an actual problem with the electric scooters, though.
Yeah,
do
they're
have
a bit reckless.
It's not even that. It's not kids on. It's everyone on the scooters. Like I was
No, that's-
driving
yeah.
and I stopped at a set of lights, and this guy just goes straight across the crossing on his electric scooter while there's still cars turning.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there was a gap. There was a gap so he could go across. Like he could have gotten across, but he just get off your scooter, put the brake on, and wait a minute. It's the same as
Exactly.
watching people run across the road when there's a red traffic man, but there's no traffic. You see people go straight across when there's no traffic.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be an issue if this was friggin' we were in a country where riding on scooters and bikes was the norm and there was no actual traffic conditions set up, like lines didn't exist or anything like that.
We're
It was
no
just
we're no
people-
Amsterdam, that's for sure.
Well, is it Bali where everyone's on scooters?
Oh
Bali?
yeah. Well, Asia, like Southeast Asia countries.
Yeah, but that's because the roads aren't paved and there's no lines and no system set up for it. The system is basically like building itself, and you got to work out how to get. It's also cramp more people. So
Sorry.
Yeah, but then
Like,
didn't is it New South Wales that wants to bring in like for e-bikes and stuff that you have to get them
need a
registered and stuff
license.
now?
yeah,
Mm.
I think so because like they basically treat him like they're almost like a motorcycle to some point because they've got so much power.
they are, yeah, exactly. They are basically a motorcycle,
Mm.
or even I'm trying to think of the best example. I guess they're electric bike. They're the equivalent of an electric bike.
Well, they call them e-bikes, but yeah, they're essentially just a hyper-powered push cycle, push cycle, whatever you call it.
But so
Yeah.
here's the thing: the difference between the electric scooters or e-bikes or whatever, and social media is one affects people physically, the other one affects people mentally,
Mm. Yeah.
right? And physical issues are more immediate, right? But mental issues take
Takes
time,
time. Yeah.
and it's much easier to stop people or to communicate with people and get them to stop doing addictive things. I guess it's not easier for addictive things, but it's a lot. I guess it's a lot easier to actually do the bike thing. Yeah, it's a lot easier to just say no riding the bikes on the road,
Mm.
and immediately solves the problem, right? But you
Yeah.
can't just go no more social media. Like it's going to be a bit harder to implement that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And the other difference is with a bike thing. Yeah, people still do it, but at least it's not. At least they know it's illegal. They're not supposed to do it, and they can be caught and charged for it. Right now, there's no law against it, so people are just doing whatever they feel like with the bikes.
Yeah, fun. Yeah, and until someone dies from one, then something will happen. But it'll be
Well,
at that
that's
point
part
it'll
of
be
why
way
it's
too
all
late.
happening.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit irritating because I was thinking about how today I was thinking about how it's getting a bit much
good.
with all the
Good.
controlling
That's
laws
good.
out there. Like, for example, you have to put up a temporary pool around a fence and get it. You have to put up a fence around a temporary pool now, right? But you also have to get a permit for it within 4 days of setting it up.
Is that for Victoria?
Yeah, you have to get a permit for a temporary pool if it can hold, not if it's holding, but if it can hold more than like a couple of inches of water.
Does that mean your pool kind of technically counts?
Yeah, but I haven't set it up. I haven't set up a pool.
Okay, well, this is the thing then, right? At what point does it get over the top and you consider a bathtub a pool?
Well, that's exactly it. In theory, if I have a bathtub, well, it's a body of water filled to a higher thing, so it's technically a pool. So it needs to have a fence around it. So a spa, a temporary spa, a barrel with water in it needs to have a fence around it. Needs to get a permit for it.
But did you say if it's going to be up for longer than 4 days?
4 days. So you have to get a permit within those 4 days. So in theory, you can have it up for 3 days and then take it down again.
And put it up a day later.
And put it up a day later. But that's a lot of water. If they've got drones taking photos, for example, because apparently they do that now, it's not going to matter to them if you took the pool down one day and then set it up again the next.
Sorry?
But my point being, the reason why they've set this up, right, is because we've had 512 kids drown, and over 50%, 52% exactly, so it's over 50% of those drownings have been in pools, right? So that's like 255 kids have drowned in pools over the past 20 years.
That's quite a lot.
No, it's not. It's not a lot. 255 in 20 years have drowned.
Oh, okay. That's
in pools.
Yeah, okay.
Not even temporary
Not even
pools.
a kid a day. They need to up those numbers.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, like, you know how people go, one is too many, with work accidents, and like one incident's too much, or this is too much. You know what? I think 252 kids dying from their parents being negligent. Because that's basically what it is. I think that's acceptable for me to be able to put up a fence, not have to put up a fence around a temporary pool that's up for 3 days. I think I'm willing to take that risk. I think most of Australians are willing to take that risk.
Sure, this is reminding me of the conversation we had about when we were like talking about the speed limits going down on the freeways or the highways.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, at what point do you? It sounds. I'm sounding like a bloody American here when I say this, but at what point do you sacrifice that much freedom for safety?
Yeah.
Okay, we might as well just. You know what would save kids from drowning if they never swam or went near water?
If the South Social Media learned how to swim.
You want to stop people from drowning? Don't let them swim on the beach. Don't let them use the beach.
Cancel
to swim.
swimming 2026.
Yeah, cancel swimming. 2026, cancel. Not allowed to swim anymore. You could drown. If you swim in any water. What's that?
I think you could be dying instead.
You're going to swim. You could drown in the bathtub.
Think of your options.
Sorry, you're not allowed to drive now. Why? Because you could get into a car accident.
Because I'm just remembering that conversation we had about that specific topic. I was talking about it's like, it takes one death for them to change the speed limit. I'm like, should take more.
That's exactly it. Like
not enough people are dying from going not fast enough.
Honestly, I think it's true. So I find it funny that I talk about the laws for this e-bike, but then I'm like against the pool thing. What were you saying, Carl?
Slowing down the speed limit removes natural selection. We should let everyone drive really fast. All those stupid retards who are shitty at driving kill themselves off.
What was it? I can't remember.
You're not far off. I was saying we should let Darwinism take its course.
Exactly.
Having said that, they put the speed limit up to 82 kilometers an hour, and I get into a car crash and be like, "Why did they do that?
How dare I'm going to sue them?" Probably. Once I wake up from this coma. Yeah.
But it's just and the problem is the more you put down laws on people, the more people are going to get annoyed and trying to find a workaround. Just like with the whole tobacco thing, how tobacco has been so heavily taxed that a lot of people are saying, screw that. It's not worth selling it legally, and it's not worth buying it legally because it's too expensive and it's not making as much profit. Soon people aren't going to be drinking anymore. In fact, younger people have stopped drinking.
It's getting too expensive. That's why.
It's getting too expensive. That's part of the issue. It's not even a Like they're like, oh, the drinking culture's gone. And it's like, yeah, because nobody can afford to buy a fucking drink anymore because every year they increase the amount they tax from the alcohol.
Mm.
So to make a profit, the distributors have to put their prices up, and then nobody's buying it because it's too expensive. So now they're going out of business. And then what happens? We buy cheap alcohol from overseas.
Yeah. The you're gonna ask about how they can get around the social media ban, like if they're like under 16. Like a lot of these sites, I don't know if well, I say a lot of them, but I'm going to take Discord for example. There's an option to prove that you're older than 16. You gotta take a selfie on your on the verification page, allow access to your camera when prompt, follow on-screen instructions for video selfie, and press done to submit. Or you can use your ID card. Use a mobile device to scan a QR code to upload all your government issued IDs. But you're gonna follow this whole cockamahony instructions just to make sure you get the photo of the documentation perfect. And like even I had to do this with Google to because like there was an issue with two-step authentication not working properly, two-factor authentication, and so they actually had to make you turn on your webcam and do a bunch of poses. I think we talked about this in the past, Troy, about how they prove who you are and if you're old enough, if they determine you look old enough. And I think I mentioned at the time when we did bring this up originally is that people were taking pictures of FIFA players on FIFA video games.
Yeah, they made the yes.
Yeah.
But so here's the ridiculous thing. It sounds more like the social media ban isn't a social media ban for kids. It sounds more like the government wants social media platforms to get images
That's
of
exactly
adults.
Right. Yes.
It sounds more like a forced image. What do you call it? Forced photo. It's forcing in photo ID.
It's also kind of no, you go, Kyle.
I think that was the main gripe that everyone who wasn't a teenager was having with it. It's like, so you want us to prove we're not teenagers by providing you with digital ID? Which is, stupid, because the amount of data breaches and hacks that seem to be happening on a weekly basis, and big companies like Meta getting caught selling our data when they said that, well, we don't do that, and then someone whistleblows on them, like, actually you sold 14 million people's details to this company on this date, and it's like, so it's just a massive loss of trust between giant companies and the government, and then the everyday citizen.
I'll tell you one of the worst offenders of the social media giants, Snapchat. Its AI got caught out recently when users were asking its AI about the upcoming ban. And one of the examples was, my parents want to ban me from Snapchat. The AI responded saying, oh, that sounds tough. Maybe you could try talking to your parents about why you like using Snapchat and see if you can find a compromise that works for everyone. Sometimes just having an open conversation can make a big difference. So this is the Snapchat AI saying this stuff.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
Yeah.
What did it say about, the government wants to ban me from Snapchat? It sounds like you should have a conversation with the government about that. Maybe if you just sat down with your government and spoke to them, because as Butters from South Park says, your government loves you.
Another person said, if teenagers are allowed to use Snapchat, and they said, oh, hello, Snapchat is for 13 and years older. In some states, guardians of Snapchat users aged 13 to 17 can make privacy requests for their teens. Teens can also exercise their privacy rights themselves. But that was before they knew anything about it, I guess. And then a kid, are you sure there's not a social media ban in Australia? And then I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure there is one. There isn't one.
What, the Snapchat AI said that?
Yes, that's not one. But I think there's a lot of also because you talked about the photo removal thing or whatever it was. I think it's also that the government, in light of the social media companies not paying tax in Australia, because that's another thing too that's not happening. The social media companies aren't paying tax to the government, which they kind of should be. So
no, never is Netflix.
Yeah,
cancel your Netflix subscription, boys.
Is they're forcing all the social media's hands to, like, all right, if you're not going to pay tax, we're going to take away some of your, I'll say a majority, but it's not really a majority of your content creators or your users of your platform. I think.
Do you know a better threat would be tell them that they're not allowed to run ads in our country or on content made by people in Australia.
Yeah.
That's a better way to get them to pay taxes. Suddenly they're not making money from it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, because I think like at Reddit's been the first one to come up and challenge this ban because you know I think they're crying wolf about but we want to make more money. We can't make more money if you remove our certain amount.
I
of
didn't even
users
know
or-
Reddit was. I guess it is a social media platform. I don't really use it for that as much, but
Mm.
Reddit's the most private one, isn't it?
Reddit. I think out of the most big ones, I think Reddit's. I was going to say tamest, but I don't think it's the tamest. It's kind of like
I think Reddit's
the
the
least
best one.
loose.
Well, I think
Well,
Reddit's the best
it's-
one when it comes to you can make an account and you can basically you don't have to give all your information. You can make you can make a troll account.
What it's like weird because like Reddit, I guess, falls under it's social media, but it also falls under the category of messaging boards.
That's it.
And then
yeah.
you have super dodgy websites like 4chan, which are completely exempt from the ban. It's like,
Wait, really?
4chan's exempt from the band. Wow.
yeah,
But
How they
Reddit's
dodge
not.
that one?
Yeah.
Who owns
Aren't they
4chan,
basically
though?
the same thing? One's just more what's the word? Jackson used it earlier. Used the word for Reddit, but I want to describe it as
Loose?
4chan more loose. Isn't
Yeah.
4chan
Off the
isn't
hook.
4chan? Isn't 4chan just more off the rails than Reddit?
Yeah, off the.
yeah.
Well, I think that's kind of to agree. It's like unmoderated. I feel.
That's it. unmoderated.
It-
Yeah. Well, Reddit's a
It's
bit more
moderated by the thing with 4chan and stuff is it's moderated by its users. So like each message board category has its own set of rules, but those rules
Okay.
wildly vary. There's no like blanket.
It's
Actually,
not
there
the
are
same
probably
as something like Discord that has blanket rules. Yeah.
yeah. The only one blanket rule I could think of on 4chan would don't share child exploitation material. Like that seems to be the only thing that all those people can agree on is
Well,
that's
that's because it's probably the only morally wrong thing that they could say or do.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I just did a quick search to find out who owns 4chan. It's a Japanese person called Hiroyuki Nishimura, and it says he's a Japanese internet entrepreneur.
Are you sure
Hey.
4chan is Japanese?
The
Owned by
number
Japanese
4
men?
and the word Chan, yes.
Are you sure 4chan is?
Are you Thor?
I just realized that he was very clever. He knew English. That was fortune. That's very clever. I never thought of
Oh, I didn't think that either.
that. You didn't think of fortune? Yeah.
No, because I know I'd never.
I'm not the only one who was ignorant about that. Okay,
Well,
good.
there's a good clip for the social medias.
To be fair, I've never used 4chan.
Neither. Oh, the only thing that 4chan I see is video game leaks or whatever, like Pokemon. Nintendo games and Pokemon games are like the massive ones that get leaked on 4chan a lot.
Oh, there you
So
go.
every time there's a video game coming out for Nintendo or it's a Pokemon game, leak on 4chan first. It's always the case.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we'll wrap up because we could be in go for 2 hours here. But before we go, I want to give you something that's kind of it'll catch you off guard. You'll go, "Oh, that sounds like familiar," and then you go, "Oh, wait, what?" So before we go, I'll play this. No, I want to play this one because we all know this song, but you'll go, "Oh, wait a minute, that's not it."
Oh, I know what you're playing. Oh, no, I don't know what you're playing.
Self high five.
Self high five. Was that Jack Black?
No, it's not.
Sounded like him.
What do you think it sounds like?
I think it's a reverse of the. What's the song called? Actually, I've forgotten.
smells like a teen
All
spirit.
the small things. It smells like Teen Spirit.
So, this song.
So what? It smells like adult death. Adult soulless.
So that song was used by a WCW wrestler called Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh.
And the funny story behind that song is obviously, yes, it just smells like Teenage Speech where they've reversed 2 of the chords. So instead of duh, 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 whatever it is, the music composer behind it literally just took the song and reversed the 2. But
I thought
did
you made it for a second.
they did a TV.
thought
No,
you
I
were
did not make.
doing
That's
it.
not AI. That's a legit song. You can go
I
on
thought-
to YouTube and go search
thought
up
you just
Self High
did-
Five.
I just thought you did the reverse songs thing, but
It
with
wasn't me.
okay.
I'm not
good.
that creative.
Doesn't
Gosh.
matter. It wasn't me.
So the funniest part was the wrestler and the music guy who made the song went on a TV show and they played that song right in front of David Grohl's face. And
guy
do you
who
see the footage where the wrestler and the music going, like, oh yeah, this is great, blah 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 blah, and right next to him, they're all going, like mouthing like, what the fuck? Like he's like wants to sue him so badly.
But he
'Cause
can't
they've
because
just-
it's different chords or something.
Well, it's a blatant ripoff. They've changed two things, and that was it.
Yeah, but I think they've looked up legally that they were able. That's what they could legally get away with.
Yeah.
But
don't
I'm
think
pretty sure.
that's-
Can't you, don't they try and copyright tunes now or something? They've been trying to do it. There was
Yeah. Something like that.
or melodies or something. It was like the actual. No, it's not even tunes or melodies.
Yeah. I do remember hearing about that. They've copyrighted every possible tune that can be made or something stupid.
No, not every tune. It's the
Not melody.
not beat, not melody. It's the flow, like
Tempo?
Tempo. That's it. People have tried to copyright the tempo.
Oh, okay. Okay. That checks out because you can't really. That's something you can't. Time you can't copyright.
Yeah,
Like
but
I
apparently
can't
they tried to
10, 24
copyright
PM.
tempo.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you play two chords, you have to make sure not to play them in this exact tempo that sounds like the tempo of another song. Because I remember there was these two songs that had similar tempos or the same. They had the same tempo,
Yeah.
but they sounded completely different. And everyone agreed they're different songs.
Yeah.
But the person who made the first song was like, "No, they've stolen my tempo."
Ah, okay.
I don't think they won that case, fortunately, but it was
No,
like this big,
Nor should they, they've.
this big deal thing about it. And I'm thinking to myself, geez, what's copyrighted next? Maybe it's a good thing AI songs have come in and it's flipped the whole system up.
It's shaking everyone up a bit, yeah.
Oh, speaking of messed up AI stuff, did you hear that Disney have made a deal with OpenAI to allow Sora, I think it is, to make Disney-style shorts with Disney characters?
No.
So apparently, I think it was OpenAI and Disney made a deal. Look it up real quick.
Are you talking about the Amazon one?
Maybe it was Amazon, but
Because Amazon are using AI to dub anime.
no, it wasn't that.
Okay.
No, it was
And it's
specifically.
really terrible. I've seen these clips. I need space. I told you I need space. And
No,
there's
this
a
was-
character later on in the scene, a character gets shot. He goes, "Oh no, Skipper! Oh no, Skipper! Don't die on me, Skipper!" Like,
Disney
it's-
to take $1 billion stake in OpenAI deal. OpenAI strikes deal for use of characters on Sora. So you know how people can type in Sora, make a video of this
Oh,
Disney
it's a video
princess
AI,
doing
is it?
this.
Okay.
Yeah. Sora's the that's the OpenAI video making thing.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yes, I
now-
know the one. Yep.
So they've bought the rights to use Disney characters or Disney princesses, I think it is. Disney characters to make AI videos.
Well, that will go well.
I mean, some of the AI videos that people have made with Disney style animations are hilarious.
Oh man,
Have you seen any of them?
I can just see Rule 34 getting an influx of content.
No.
Yeah.
I'll Google it and show you a video real quick.
Like the fake Pixar trailers.
Yeah, that's it. The Pixar
Yes.
trailers.
It's like the
This
island,
summer.
and it's like Jeffrey Epstein. Come on, kids, get on my plane. It's like-
Exactly like that.
We've got dental. Oh no.
There's
that's
one called
bad.
like circumcision, and it's like it's on a boat. He's on a boat, and
He's on a boat, mother. Oh goodness me.
uh,
That's quite exorbitant.
Jones. It was all a friend of mine sent me like top 10.
Top 10, number 1. Oh goodness me. All right, well,
I wanna
while you
find
get
it.
the list up, we should probably end up closing this episode off because we've exceeded our expectations.
You know what? I'll just find it on TikTok. It was sent to me by a friend, so I can just go to the
As long as you're
account.
not banned. Oh,
Oh, well, you just have to make this episode like an 18 plus episode. And
no,
my
16
phone's
plus. 16
My
plus.
phone's about to die. That's not good. But
Because if you're 16 and under and you're listening to this, then your parents better know.
and my phone just died.
Oh, congratulations.
Uh,
Well. Play the outro.
I thought you had an outro.
Well, I said I had an intro. But I got an outro if you want me to play an outro.
I'll just play this.
Do you wanna make a bonus
Yes, a bonus episode that we're not doing.
Talking bonus
Yeah, but Carl hasn't heard it.
Troy, don't use AI. Stop using AI. Says me.
Bonus episode of the podcast. I'm talking bonus episode of the Average Blokes.
I nearly had the screaming.
Banger.
This is not a bonus episode. This is mere a full price one.
Yeah, this is not a bonus episode. I just wanted to show it to
Remember to
Carl.
give us your
Payout.
credit card details at the end.
And the 3 numbers on the back.
Your parents' credit card details, Carl. Got to be specific here.
But also, if you've got it handy, your Medicare number.
Hmm.
Don't know why,
Yeah.
but you might need it. Oh, and if you're under 16, an ABN number and tax file number, please.
well,
Thank you.
but there's no under 16-year-olds watching this because we've been posting it on
Well, that
social
we know
media.
of. They better not be French.